Hi, it's Miranda the Cheeky Chef. Tonight we're going to do cauliflower cheese with bacon and onion. It's really nice and really brings out the flavours in the cauliflower. It's also good for people that are a bit icky about cauliflower. I hope you enjoy the recipe. I microwave the cauliflower for 4 minutes. It's just al dente. It's cooked, but it's still got bite to it. You can do it in a steamer, but I just find the microwave quicker. So that's going to the side, and we're going to do the bacon and onion and garlic that's going to go on it. I'm actually going to add some carrots that I found that were spiralised and didn't work. So I'm going to put them in as well. Okay, so I'm going to just fry off the onion, garlic and bacon. No fat needed to be added because there's enough fat in the bacon. There's 200 grams of bacon, 1 onion and a couple of cloves of garlic. The cauliflower is like a sort of medium head. So that will easily serve 4 people by the time we do this. And you can have it as an accompaniment to a meal, or you can have it as a meal on its own because it's so nice. Okay, bacon, onion, garlic, carrots, all softened, all ready to go in the sauce. So the next thing is to make the cheese sauce. In the saucepan we have 150 grams of butter, 150 grams of flour. I've used plain flour. You can use self-raising, it doesn't really matter for cheese sauce. I've got 800 grams of milk and a big heaped teaspoon of mustard, which is the secret ingredient, and it brings out the flavour of the cheddar cheese, believe me. Works on everything, cheese on toast, anything. So as you start to do the sauce, you will see it changes. You must do it over a low heat, and if you've got a balloon whisk it's even better, works better. So you have to do it really, really slowly. You've got to be a bit patient with it, but you must keep stirring it. At the moment it just looks like a gloopy mess, but it will come together, I promise you. Just don't have it on a high heat and don't rush it, because you don't want the sauce to burn on the bottom of the pan, and you need to keep it stirring so that it's a smooth sauce. It does take a bit of time, but it's worth it in the long run. It's so much nicer than all those packet mixes and jars in the supermarket. They're so much cheaper. All you're paying for is milk, flour and butter. And cheese, obviously. So here we are going through the first stage where it looks really gloopy and weird, and it's where the butter is starting to melt and the flour is going a bit blobby, but it will come together, I promise you. This is just where everything's melting and warming up. As you can see now, it's at the next stage. So most of the lumps have gone from what we saw just now. It's starting to come together. Now you've got to be patient and wait for it to boil, because you need it to boil to thicken up. Right, as you're stirring it, you will feel the difference in the base of the pan. You will feel the liquid starting to thicken up. Still keep it really gentle. Don't rush it, don't make it boil. You'll end up with loads of lumps at the base. Just keep stirring it. And what you want is to see bubbles appearing. Once the bubbles appear, turn it right low and just allow it to thicken up. So as you can see, it's changed consistency now. It's got nice and thick. All the butter and the flour is all mixing together really well. Even if it looks like there's a bit of lumps, it'll be fine. You just whisk it and it'll all come together. See now, it's a beautiful thick sauce. You may see the odd tiny little lump, but honestly, it's not an issue. Just let it cook for a minute or two, just to cook, they call it cooking out the flour. And then turn the heat off, because then you can add your cheese. That's perfect, that's a beautiful thick sauce, look at that. Okay, I've got 200 grams of cheese here to go in. I know it sounds a lot, but don't forget this can feed up to 6 people. Work that out, that's only just over 30 grams each if you have 6 portions, and it will be a big portion. So it's actually only In old money, that's 1 ounce. So then all you do is you mix it into the white sauce so that it melts. But it's not on the heat, I've got it off the heat. It will all melt in and be lovely. And back to your lovely smooth sauce again. And then I have another 100 grams that I'll grate, maybe a little bit more to go over the top, because at the end of the day, it's cauliflower cheese. So now we're gonna add the onion, bacon, carrot and garlic mixture. You don't have to add carrot, but that children won't really notice, or husbands who don't like vegetables. You can also use leeks, which is quite a good one as well. Tell them it's spring onions. And we'll mix that all round, and then that will go onto the cauliflower. Let's just give that a good mix, and then we'll just tip it over the top. How gorgeous does that look? And then what we're going to do is sprinkle some cheese on top. Obviously you can use half fat cheese if you want. I use the standard supermarket cheddar. The mature cheddar, I find it works really well for all the recipes, and no one knows the difference, and it actually tastes just as good and costs you half the price. And we're all looking at prices. Right, I'm just going to put some cheese on top, and then it will go in the oven. Okay, so there you go. There's 125 grams that I've grated to go on top. Remember, this is going to be enough to feed 6 people, either as a side dish, and 4 to 6 people as a main dish if you want to serve it just as that and nothing else. So I hope you enjoy. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven, and I would love to know how you get on with making it. Here we have the lovely cauliflower cheese with bacon, onion and garlic, all ready to go. How beautiful is that? Enjoy and let me know how you get on.